Hello, this is Jim Michaels with the Hickory Heights Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I'd like to share with you just a short message from the Bible. If you came to our assembly, if you met with us as we meet on the first day of the week or on Sunday, one of the items that you would see us participating in, one of the items of worship, would be us partaking of the Lord's Supper. Now, the reason we do that is because that's what we're commanded to do in the Bible. We have an example of them doing that in the Bible, and so that's one of the reasons that we do it. Now, if you will look with me at something that was said by Luke in Acts the 20th chapter and verses 7. It says there, "Now on the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul, ready to depart the next day, spoke to them and continued his message unto midnight." Now here's the disciples coming together. They came together on the first day of the week, and one of the things that they did when they came together, that was that they broke bread. Now the word break bread here, according to Mr. Vine in his word study, is talking about the Lord's Supper. And that's obvious what they did when they came together. In 1 Corinthians 11, one of the things that we can see there is that as they gathered together, 5 times in this particular text, we can see that it says, when they came together, or when you come together. And really, when they came together, they were making a common meal out of the Lord's Supper. And then one of the things that Paul did was that he took them back to when the Lord's Supper was established by Jesus himself. And he said this in verses 24, he says, "And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, 'Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me.'" Verse 25, he said, "In the same manner, he also took the cup after supper, saying, 'This cup is the new covenant in my blood. This do as often as you drink it in remembrance of me.'" So the reason that they partook of the Lord's Supper, which was composed of unleavened bread, which was to commemorate his body, and the fruit of the vine, represented the blood, to remember the blood that was shed on the cross. And they did this to remember what Jesus Christ did for them. They did this on the first day of the week. They did that every first day of the week. And that's the reason why we do it every first day of the week, because every week has a first day. Even as we go back and read in history, the New Testament church met every first day of the week, and they broke bread, or they partook of the Lord's Supper. So that's one of the items that we participate when we come together. And if you visit with us, that's one of the things that you would see us doing, is partaking of the Lord's Supper. So we'd like to encourage you to come and be with us, and let us all be sure that we do things as the Bible authorizes. Thank you for listening.